This is an enormous sandwich inspired by the south of France. It's called a Giant Pagne Bagnat.
Yes, a type of Pan Bagnat, which really means bathed bread, you know. Bagnat means a bath. And so in the south of France, they do that.
It's bathed in olive oil.
Bathed with olive
oil
and all
this. When you eat it, they say it isn't any good unless the oil comes down and falls off your elbow.
Yes, that's true.
That's wonderful.
So this, you know,
this is great for a big party.
Yes.
We're going to show you how to make it from top to bottom.
Yes. Let's start making the Pan Bagnat then. So we start with one of those nice focaccia type of a flat bread, and you cut that the same way you cut a cake, you know. Don't turn your knife, but turn your hand like this. To cut all around until you find your first cut.
There you are.
And we start with...
I put a little olive oil on.
Okay. But this will be the top. I'm putting the vinaigrette in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think we need a little.
So maybe we don't have to put the vinaigrette. Maybe we just put a bit of
we have the vinaigrette too, I think.
Okay, 1 layer of lettuce. So you want to do a little bit of vinaigrette there?
Fine.
And after that, I'm putting some brie cheese here, you know, and I'm going to.
This is kind of a Lyonnaise version.
If you want,
of the Marseillaise.
I'm going to trim a bit the outside of the cheese.
We don't have any chopped shallots, do we?
No chopped shallot, no?
Give me a shallot, I'll chop one up.
All right. Here we have...
And I need a little knife.
You want a little knife? Here it is.
You've kept them all on your side.
I kept all the knife on my side. Now I trimmed the cheese, and I'm going to cut it into a slice like this. So I'll put first the cheese on top of it here like this. Yeah, that's
a good idea, having the cheese in.
Yeah, that gives, of course, some richness to it. So on top of the cheese, I think 1 large tomato is going to be enough. I cut it into thin slice. All right, I'm putting the tomato now, so...
Want a little vinaigrette on that?
You know what I should put first? I think I'll put the olive first. See, and those are pitted...
Those are the Niçoise olives.
Yes, pitted black olive like
they're
this.
Lovely.
Yeah, like that they can wedge in between the cheese and all that.
I'll put a little bit of vinaigrette on.
Well, you can put some on my tomato.
Yeah.
That's it. That looks good already, right?
I think we should salt the tomatoes a little bit.
Yes, and then, well, I'm putting anchovy fillet on top of it, you know?
Now, some people hate anchovies, and if you really hate them, you could use sardines perfectly well.
Yeah, exactly, or tuna. You mentioned before that the real Pan Bagnat is, yes, has tuna in it.
With tuna in it.
Right.
So some good flaked tuna, not the kind of tuna that's packed in water. That's what the anti-fat people have done to the tuna fish industry that disintegrates after a while. You get tuna packed in olive oil.
Do we have enough vinaigrette on top, right?
Nope.
Did I forget anything? I mean, you can put other things from red pepper or green pepper and so forth. So we put the other cover on top, and the idea is, of course, to wrap it up and put a weight on top of it so that all the tastes kind of mingle together. And there you would want to put it on a tray like that with another tray on top, and then I sit on it. Now, we put a big pot too, and you keep that either in your refrigerator or in a cold place. You know, you can keep it overnight or at least a couple of hours. And this is the way we do our Pan Bagnat. I think we could taste it now, yes? You know, with picnic like that, I love white wine, I love red wine. Any type of wine is good with any type of picnic.
I like beer.
You like beer?
We haven't had any beer in this series.
Where is my white wine then?
Well, you're going to have to drink beer.
Okay.
And white wine afterwards.
Afterward? Okay. And now we're ready to taste it. You want a little piece like this?
That's lovely.
And now while the seafood bread is cooking, it should be ready pretty soon.
That's good.
Yes.
I think beer will go very nicely with it.
Uh-huh.